Good day, my name is Olumide. Today we are solving calculus in jump past questions. We have these three questions. If y is equal to 2x plus 1 raised to power 3, then find dy dx or find derivative of the function. If y is equal to x sine x, find dy dx. And at what value of x does the function y is equal to minus 3 minus 2x plus x squared attain its minimum value? So I didn't write it. Attain its minimum value. So let's jump right in. Y is equal to 2x plus 1 raised to power 3. Let's just assume the 2x minus plus 1 as u, which will be y is equal to u raised to power 3. But we want to solve this kind of question. No, we just differentiate u to be what? The y dx will give, sorry, this is not the x, it is the u. The y du will give you 3u raised to power 2. So because 3 times 1 here 3 and 3 minus 1 2, you're already familiar with this kind of work. But this is u, not x. So let's just do the same thing here. First thing that you need to do to make it easier, to be fast, just write your dy dx, yes, is equal to what? Assume this one to be u. If you differentiate it to be 3u squared, so that's 3 into bracket 2x plus 1 squared multiplied by what? The derivative of the inside, which is the differentiate the inside. So what's the differentiation of 2x plus 1? That's what 2x plus 1. The differentiation of 2x plus 1 is 2. So multiply it by 2, which means our final answer will later be 6 into bracket 2x plus 1 raised to power 2. So that's all for the first question. So let's jump right into the second question. Yes, if you look at this question, this is a product. You see, product of x and sin x. These are the two variables here. So the thing we need to do is just use the product rule. Differentiate the first one, multiply it by the second one, plus differentiate the second value, multiply by the first value. So easy as ABC. So what is differentiation of f x or derivative of x? We differentiate x, that's 1. So 1 times sine x plus x times, what is the differentiation of sine x? That's cos x. So let's finish it up. 1 times sine x plus x plus x. So which means dy dx is what? Sine x plus x cos x. So let's jump to the third question right now. In this question, we can see that at what value does x does the function y is equal to minus 3 minus 2x plus x squared attain its minimum value. We see, when we're talking about maximum and minimum value, you see on the graph, you see something like this. This is its minimum value and this is its maximum value. So at these 2 points, you see that the gradient will be 0. Why? Because it's on a straight line. A straight line gradient will be 0. Straight line, vertical line or horizontal line, you see something like horizontal like this. So the gradient on the slope will be 0. So at its minimum point, which will be here, the gradient will be 0, or let's just say the dy dx will be 0, because this is also the gradient. So if the dy dx is 0 and we have function y is equal to minus 3 minus 2x plus x squared. So let's find the dy dx first. That's what? Minus 2, because this will be 0 and this will be minus 2 plus 2x. Let me just factorize this. 2 brackets minus 1 plus x, or x minus 1 rather. So if this is equal to 0, so what is x? 2 into bracket x minus 1 is equal to what? 0, because the gradient at the minimum point will be what? 0. So divide both sides by 2, it remains x minus 1 is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1, which means at x is equal to 1 is the minimum value will be at x is equal to 1. I'm not even correct. To give a graph of anything, since it is a square graph, it is something like this. X is equal to 1. So thank you. Please, if you like this kind of work, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can help this channel and help it grow, and share it with your friends. Share it with your friends. That's the most important one. Share it with your friends. and like this video. Thank you. And let's do a quick recap. Firstly, we said if y is equal to 2x plus 1 raised to power 3, find the y dx. You see, use the chain rule. What you need to do is differentiate it as if the 2x plus 1 is maybe u or x rather. So to be 3u squared, so which is 3 2x plus 1 raised to power 2 times, you now differentiate the inside and multiply with the real value that you have before, so which will give you your answer. And for the y is equal to x sine x, you see this is a product. Use the product to differentiate the first value, multiply by the second value, differentiate the second value, multiply by the first value, multiply it with first value, so and finish it up right there. And the third one, you have the minimum. You see anything minimum or maximum, the gradient will be 0, and gradient is m, which is also the y dx. So when the y dx, even m is 0, which means the y dx is 0, so we are just going to differentiate the equation given. After differentiating the equation and equate it to 0, and you can find your x from there. So thank you. My name is Olumide Jonathan.